From your experience currently and in the future, not just for Karnataka, where can state governments, municipalities, our overall governance architecture use AI to improve the life of the common man? If you have an example, please do share it with our audience.
No, as a government, we are trying to see how we can use AI to improve governance also. In fact, in my own department of RDPR, Panchayat Raj and Rural Development, we are using chatbots to address the needs of the people in natural language modules and LLMs, and we are getting feedback from villages on how, on what kind of problems they are facing and how we can deliver better governance in the shortest period. And I heard Kshitij speak earlier also on how they are using data, spatial imagery, or for agriculture. In fact, we are also using AI tools for our disaster management, because after the crop loss once there is a deluge or there is flooding, we have to pay compensation to the farmers. So there is huge crop loss reported, but when you see the photographs, it looks morphed, but we don't know. So we are using AI tools to figure out if the photographs that are being sent are morphed or not. And even in MGNREGA, this is very funny. We have men dress up as women to get the daily wages. So we are using tools to detect whether the photographs have been morphed, whether it's actually at site, they're male, female. So we are doing it in our own little way. The e-governance is using AI to detect, to count livestock using muzzle-printing. So apparently livestock have different patterns on their noses, and the muzzle-printing technology is being used to count livestock. So we are using it in processes. We are seeing how we can ensure we can cut down the paperwork for citizens and for officials also, to ensure that the delivery of governance and the decision time taking for governance will be lesser. So there are multiple cases. I think right now we are using more than 25 to 30 tools across different departments to figure this out. And to ensure that we don't lose this edge of computing, we are also we are designing a hardware that will be India's most low-cost hardware for computing at the grassroots. That will be a game changer.
Okay, congratulations in advance for that, because anything that is of that nature will be a boon for citizens. Would it be fair and correct for me to say that from the examples that you cited, we can say that AI is helping reduce petty corruption?
Petty corruption, okay. That's a tough thing. But yes, using of technology always reduces corruption. See, as long as there is no human interface, already that corruption is less. And we are number one in e-governance, by the way. In fact, the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj department is probably the only department in the country to extensively use e-governance. So if you want to know what has happened in my village, a panchayat, and you want the proceedings of that village panchayat, you can get it on WhatsApp. You can even, in fact, in the probably in another in a fortnight, we will be launching India's first live telecasted panchayat meetings as well. And you can watch it from anywhere. So anything that, any grievance redressal you have, or any information that you need about a village, you can get it on your phone. Yes, it does act as a great hindrance to the for corruption. In fact, before we have somebody called the Panchayat Development Officers in the Panchayat. So he or she is responsible for collecting taxes and everything to do with the day-to-day activities of the Panchayats. So what they would do earlier is they would, so if you are the PDO, मैं आपका शागिर्द हूँ. So you would never go to the panchayat. You would tell me to go to the panchayat, and you would give me your phone and I would have to do all the running around. So now I've geofenced you. So you only have to go. Even if I go, it will not help.
Recognize.
So now what's happening? Now since you have to go at the stipulated time, we have got your attendance biometric. If you work for 20 days, you get only 20 days salary. If you work for 30 days, you get 30 days salary. And now you are geofenced. We know where you are, what you are doing. We are mapping your activity, and that is ensuring better performance of the panchayats. And that has ensured that we deliver better taxes to the people itself. So, for the first time in the history of India, we have collected 1,300 crores from villages only for taxes, through taxes. And I'm going to double it this year. And not 1 rupee comes back to the state government. It goes back to the development of the village. So if you ask me, it reduces corruption? Yes, it does.
And you give